Good morning, girls and boys.
Good morning.
Enjoying summer?
Yeah.
I wonder, how many of you have role models? Do you even know what a role model or who a role model is? Yeah? What's your mom? Who's your role model?
My parents.
Your parents. Boy, you all know how to answer right?
Teachers.
Teachers. Hello.
Father Mario.
I do. Just checking. But do you know what's the definition of a role model? What's the definition of a role model? Anybody? Go ahead.
It's someone who you look up to see what's right to do.
Someone you look up to. Someone whom you look for guidance, and someone who tells you the right thing to do. So I have some pictures of some very...
Like a role model that's not a good role model.
What if you have a role model that's not a good role model? Sam, let's stick to the content of the sermon, please, okay? But you're right, that's a great question.
Because some people have role models that don't act
That don't act right. Exactly. Well,
about people who don't.
that is true. Well, I'm going to ask you that question right now, right? Do you know who this is? Abraham Lincoln. And who was he? He was a president. Which one? Don't ask me, I don't know. Do you know who this is? What? Come on. I know, you all know this, right? Shelby, who's this? Well, she would know. She's a teenager, right? Justin Bieber. Do you know who Justin Bieber is?
Yes,
No?
he's a singer.
He's a singer. Do you listen to him?
If he's on the radio.
No, right?
Rarely ever.
Rarely ever. Good. You listen to gospel music only. Wonderful. Who's this? Who's this, Shelby? Go ahead.
I can't see it.
You can't see it. No. What's her name? Kim Kardashian. Well, I'm glad you don't know her either. Great. This is wonderful. Who's this?
I
Maybe my taste in music is not that great. I don't know. Do you know Beyonce? No?
He's a singer.
She's a singer, right? I bet if I showed you all a picture of Pink Floyd, you would know who that is? Do you know this one? Yeah, SpongeBob. And are any of these individuals role models? SpongeBob. No. Well, to your point, sometimes we have people that we look up to, and sometimes they don't always act right, and sometimes they do. So, who do you think, if these are role models for some people, who do you think will be an excellent role model for all of us?
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln? Not quite the answer I was looking for.
God.
God, his son Jesus, right? And why would Jesus be a great role model for us?
Because he is kind and he loves everyone.
He's kind, he loves everyone. Anything else? Yes, Sydney? Sure, that's fine. Tyler, do you know why Jesus is a great role model? He shares his life for us. That's a huge one. Absolutely.
He helps us.
He helps us.
He died for us.
He died for us. He's thoughtful. He's giving. He's caring. He's compassionate. We can go on, right? And so we want to look to a role model who really shows us how to do all those wonderful things that God calls us to do. And his name is Jesus. In the letter to the Ephesians today, St. Paul gave us an instruction. He says, be imitators of God. Imitate God. So have you ever met someone who's cranky or unpleasant or mean? Where'd you meet them? Not in church, right? Right, okay. Where'd you meet that person?
At school.
At school. What was that like?
Wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Yes?
I met somebody at school too.
You met somebody at school as well that was mean and unpleasant, bullying, and yeah. Is that how you want to be? No. How should you treat unpleasant people?
Kindly.
Kindly and with love. And that's what Paul told us today, right? Forgive, love them, treat them kindly, show them who God is. Can you show people who God is? How do you show people who God is? Good.
By being kind.
By being kind. Yes. Yes, Tyler? By loving them. You get the message. And isn't that just imitating God, imitating Jesus, all the things he's done, right? When he saw people in need, did he walk by and say, I'm not going to help you?
No.
What did he do? Right. And to the people who were hungry, 5,000, what did he do? He fed them. Exactly. And so I want you to do not as Simon says, but as Jesus says, right? You know that game Simon says? What does Simon say you must do? Stand up shortly. But Jesus is our imitator. The person we must imitate. Okay? Why? Remember what I taught you some years ago? Any of you remember that? Jesus is a really cool dude. Do you know that?
I don't know.
You don't know? You believe he's a cool dude? Y'all believe Jesus is a cool dude? You know what? Jesus come to this congregation because they don't believe it. Jesus is a cool dude, 40 days without food. Then he made the golden rule, and that's okay. He's got love on his face, full of grace, spreading his love all over the place. All right, I'm going to leave this. I'm going into a rapping career. What do you think? Huh? You know the other song? Which one is that? We Will Rock You. Yes, and you sing into that. We will rock you. But we will rock Jesus. Right? Yes. Let's stand up and let's say a prayer. Repeat after me. Put your hands together. Dear God,
Dear God,
please help us
please help us
to be more and more
to be more and more
like your Son, Jesus.
Like
like your Son, Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. You may be seated.